Superman Special #1 gave me what the absolute universe has slowly, tragically been missing. Booster Gold.
Yay, Buster!
I don't know if you heard that, but Peanut Gallery loves it.
Peanut Gallery loves it. Yeah, you're right.
Peanut Gallery loves it. Anyway, this book made me feel bad for all the other appearances of Validus.
Why?
Are you gonna let me do the review? Why? The 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 answer though is that Validus, they go either way to say in this one, has the mind of a toddler. And just because he's a giant monster, we always assume Superman's in the right by attacking him. And because the bad guys broke him out of jail and you've heard them to their side, doesn't mean this guy even is a bad guy. I mean, he can't communicate, doesn't mean that he's a bad guy. I have friends that can't communicate that aren't bad people. And he's an alien, so what right did Superman have to kick the crap out of him? Booster sent him back as a warning. And that's why it made me feel bad for, not that Superman's always in the wrong, it just made me wonder. So, it was nice to see that Lana and John Henry's wedding is a constant throughout the universe right now. Like, it is being written by whoever's writing the story now, be it the Linear Man, Superboy Prime, Julie Schwartz, someone fun. But the Booster Gold appearance was kind of sad. I wouldn't let kids read it. You got to keep in mind that on the Booster Gold, the Boosterific fan site, there is a counter, and it got to over 100 days. So that means Booster's been tortured for over 100 days by people that used to be, in the proper future, his friends. Until Darkseid slowly started invading all of existence. Which, he's invading the Sonic universe now. I don't know if that's tying in or not. But, I mean, that would be the second time on the whole channel I think I've reviewed a Sonic book. But I'm contemplating reviewing that. But
you had it up in front of your face.
Thank you, Mom. But needless to say, I did like this book. I think they should bring back Superboy now that the Superboy lawsuit is through. Now that they could use Connor Kent again and have actual adventures with Superman, but he's a boy. If you know about that, you know. I'm not gonna tell you because, like I said, I believe that kids should have the magic for as long as they can. So, but yeah, Superboy is going to be interesting to see if they do a series of, because that artwork there in the pages of that book, amazing. Okay. Um, I don't want to spoil it. Skeets doesn't come back in this one. Skeets might be getting his own theory video soon. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. But the challenge, I wasn't expecting that from the Challenges of the Unknown. Okay, now that's all I'll say. I wasn't expecting this book. A lot of fun surprises from DC this week. Buy this book. Buy Superman Special #1. Part of the Summer of Superman. Yeah. Hopefully they don't forget Darkseid is evil, and they don't try to make him a good guy, like they tried to make Cap a bad guy that one time. Remember that, Mom? You were being the peanut gallery a minute ago.
I didn't think you wanted me to.
Do you remember when Cap was a bad guy?
No.
Cap was a bad guy, and Secret Empire, I think it's called.
Oh, that was
It was Free Comic Book Day a couple years ago. But hopefully Darkseid isn't. I had a horrible thought. Being a good guy and trying to stop like a greater evil. Hopefully there's nothing bigger out there than Darkseid. Because if there's something bigger,
I don't know why Booster would send that guy back. They would know where he was or who, sent him.
and
Validus, yeah.
Validus goes back all the time. So again, that implies, was Booster sending him back the whole time?
Oh, really? I didn't think of that.
Which means he might have asked the Teen Titans for help too, not just Superman.
Okay.
Because Validus was in, that's that
In
pop
Teen
review.
Titans, yeah.
Yeah, in the Teen Titans, Jeff Johns run a while back.
Oh,
Um, so, um,
but where does Validus
the 31st century. Miss Boost. Same as the Legion of Superheroes.
Okay. Booster's from the 30th.
The 30. I don't recall. The 34th, 31st century, maybe?
Okay.
I don't know. The Legion is from the further future, though, always.
Okay.
Legion is as far as you can go.
Wait a minute. The Legion. That one?
What?
The Legion of Superheroes. Which is the one that they're on the 5th floor. You were just talking about it.
No, that is God, revoke my geek card. It helps. Yeah, helps. It helps. Challengers of the Unknown.
Yeah.
See, friends, we're coming up with stuff But anyway, I think that Booster Gold, while I'm at it, as long as we're pointing out ridiculous stuff here, I think that Booster Gold was put in that outfit by Darkseid. I told you this. I told you this at the comic book store, because that was the outfit Darkseid remembers him in when he humiliated him back in his own series. And it's like, can't you just see Darkseid handing Booster this outfit and going, "Here, this is the outfit you're going to wear for however long I keep you here"? And he clearly knows at this point Booster's importance, but like I said, I gotta make another theory video. It's been fun. Bob out. I covered it all. Cosmic content, cosmic cosmic constants, a wedding. Everybody had powers. I don't know where that came from. I forgot to point that out. Everybody had powers, including Lana. Let's see, what else did I miss? 3 artists. Their one son isn't in it, so he clearly wasn't important. Which is interesting. Yeah. But yeah, overall good book. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. That was fun.
Let us know.
Okay. One other thing I forgot to point out in this video. Actually, several other things, because it all compounds. Okay. Is that the story itself is set up into chapters. I found that really nice. Each chapter has a different artist. Again, really nice. And it had a nice, coherent, flowing story that even the most basic reader of comic books, all it takes is basically knowing who Superman is. You don't have to know why Lana's got powers. The fact that his son's not in it doesn't make sure it doesn't date this book. You don't have to know who any of those people are. It helps, but it's nice. The whole issue was like that. Just very nice, and I can't wait to see where they go from here. I think if they do Donald Faison as Booster Gold moving forward, or the guy that plays Skip LaRouche from Bob's Burgers as Booster Gold, which I think he Skeets myself. But if they do him as, they're gonna have trouble adapting this story, which is a shame because it's one of the best Booster Gold stories in recent memory, which implies that Booster is trying to save the multiverse. These are my basic thoughts on it. Again, I'm going to remind you of this at the end here, but please like, comment, subscribe. And any thoughts you have about Superman Special, let me know. Enjoy the video.